and welcome to the PattyLynn Show. I'm PattyLynn, and this is Myhriah Young, and she is our founder of G.A.L.S and the CEO. My friend came in from, flew in from Utah.
Yay!
To do the show. So super excited to have her here with me.
Yeah.
The topic for tonight's show is kind of on the October dress up theme, but then I got a twist, of course. But just thinking about the masks we wear. So first, I want to just say how fun it was to be at Diana's costume shop. What is the official name of her shop?
Center Stage Clothiers.
Center Stage Clothiers in Vancouver, Washington.
Yes.
And just how much fun it is to go and find an outfit.
Yeah.
Whether you want to be anything. Princess, cowboy, alien,
a chicken.
A chicken.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Anything you can think of. She's got it.
I think she does custom costumes as well.
She does.
So
she's amazing.
What fun it was. And I hope you watched us during our social hour. It was a blast.
I had to miss out this year, which was such a bummer. I have to say it's my favorite event. One of my favorite events throughout the last few years. So missing it was a bummer. And there's nothing like it.
I think it's a one of a kind.
Yeah. At least not where I'm.
Diana is one of a kind. But also, the shop is one of a kind. It's amazing. And the fact that she does so much for schools and their drama programs and the whole thing. I love to hear her heart when she talks about it. It's really great.
Yeah.
So do you have anything planned for dress up for Halloween, masquerade ball, costume party?
Yes. Well, we want to know what you guys are doing. For sure.
So post it, say what you're doing. Often I've done it because my kids are like, Mom, we're going to be superheroes or whatever. And okay.
Yes. I love family themed ones. Yeah. In the past, we've done them. I haven't done one in a while. So I'm not.
All right.
Sure
well, post your pictures this year.
Yes.
Show us what you're doing. And all of you too.
Yes.
Because dressing up is just fun.
It is.
It's fun.
Yes. So I will definitely post. I know I'm doing some front yard stuff with my neighbor girl. So we're definitely thinking Tim Burton theme.
Oh,
yeah.
I like a neighborhood collab.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So my front yard will be sandworms and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay. Yeah. Post those pictures. We will be looking at that.
Yeah.
So now just taking a little segue here to our topic.
Yes.
Often we wear a mask, concealing who we are. So thinking of acting a certain way and this is more than just putting your best foot forward. Yeah. So if you go to a job interview or on a first date, you're not going to feel relaxed like I can just burp if I need to or whatever, right? You're going to be putting your best foot forward. And I'm not, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And I'm not talking about behaving differently in different situations. Because who I am that shows up to a birthday party, it's going to be different than who I am that maybe even goes grocery shopping.
Right. You have a range, right?
Yeah.
Who you are.
Yeah. But we directors were recently talking and just about times in our life when we felt like we were one way at home and one way at public, and almost like there was two different people. And due to hurts or insecurity, I think part of that is just the normal human experience that we do feel more comfortable at home to, if we're mad, yell.
Yeah.
And, or something like that, whereas in public, we might be a little more reserved. And so some of that is the natural human experience. But what we don't want to do is is live a life of faking it. And so the big buzzword, I bet you're already thinking it, authenticity, right? And I love that word, but it is overused to where it's almost losing its meaning. And I would hate for it to lose its meaning because to be authentic or genuine, real,
trustworthy,
truth.
Yeah, true you.
The true you. I like that. The true you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It just like, it feels like for a little bit, it was that buzzword that everybody used. And like, I've talked about it with some other friends and it's like, it seemed like it was, oh, I'm going to get on camera and cry and share my sob story, which then made it really weird because everybody was doing it. And it was like, yeah, that's not okay. Cool. Thank you for doing that. But also it's not meant to be something you just do because it's trending.
Right.
Right. Authenticity isn't a trending thing. It's like who you are.
It's who you are.
Yeah.
It's who you are. And then there's the saying, be true to yourself. And that is one of the definitions of authenticity, being true to yourself. Sometimes that can be taken, in a negative way, like selfish. Sorry, I'm true to myself. I want to eat both brownies. You don't get one.
Right.
I'm being true to myself. That's a silly example, but
but it's true.
Selfish or belligerent. It doesn't matter how you feel about things. If I'm being true to myself, no, that's not right. It still matters how other people perceive it and feel it. We care and love for those around us.
Yeah. You can't just bowl other people over because
you're true to yourself. Yeah. So how do you be true to yourself in a true way? Kindness to others still applies.
Yes. Kindness.
Yes. Yes. So, of course, I have a first grade quote.
I love it.
Horton the elephant. I meant what I said and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. But just that trustworthiness, you said that earlier, just faithful 100%, and I'm not talking about putting your best foot forward. That's okay. And restraint. I'm not talking about not having any restraint because we want restraint, but being true to yourself. So,
and I think it also kind of goes even with something that we talk about in Gals a lot. It's knowing yourself well enough and the people around you well enough that you can trust them. It does. Because that kind of trust actually goes into you. When you don't trust someone, a lot of times that's more about you than it is about the other person. But being able to be so true to yourself that like for me, my ladies that I'm with and gals, I can trust the conversations they're going to have about me. I can trust that it's either going to be a positive conversation. Well, it's always going to, but even if it isn't, maybe it's a solutions-based conversation of like, hey, I'm having this thing. I need to talk with Myhriah. I'm wondering if you can help me, kind of a situation.
Yeah.
And so I think that even goes into it because it's, I don't know. I'm like going up on a tangent.
Yeah, no, I've had that with friends too, like, or I've teased friends. They walk in the room. I go, we're just talking about you, but of course we weren't saying anything negative because we love one another. Or you said, if there is something like, well, what about Myhriah?
Yeah. What's the solution? How do we do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck, even today, I sent a little text to Don Renee with a picture of me and Amanda, and I was like, hey, we're talking about you. Totally a good thing.
In a positive way.
Yeah, we called her even, and it was really fun. But yes, just being able to know that it's good things being said behind your back.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And that is a tangent because it's not exactly authenticity, but it's being someone who doesn't gossip, which is such a temptation or a trait, especially for us women. We just love to get over the back fence and chat. Yeah. Tell me the goss,
Yeah.
And I don't even mean it in a bad way. I just want to know what's going on and when it comes to talking about another person, I like what you say about solution based or, I have a problem. We talked about this on the PattyLynn show with conflict resolution. I might come to Myhriah about a third party if we're having conflict, but it doesn't end there. And that's just not the main conversation. It's like, I need help. Will you come with me? Or will you encourage me as I go and talk to my friend?
You can trust I'm going to help you with that situation. Yeah. Sorry, that was kind of a tangent, but I have been thinking about that so much lately. I feel like there is something even within my character that I can trust that. Yeah. That takes a lot of security actually in yourself, I think. So there you go.
And I think as you're authentic,
yeah,
you don't have to really worry about what people say because you are true to. So what are you being true to? When you're being genuine and authentic, you're being true to your core values and beliefs. Yeah. So you kind of have to know yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Know about who you are and what you believe and what you stand for.
You can trust that your integrity is going to go through the situation, whatever situation it is. Yeah. Yeah. It is a very deep core thing. I'm sorry. We didn't even discuss talking about this, but this just kind of came out.
It's a topic that can just blossom here.
Yeah. So, okay.
Well, I want to go to when Myhriah was first starting. I think you're starting Gals, but you had your signature self. And I can't remember which came first for me, like my experience with you. Did we start Gals or did I sign up to do I think I signed up to do your signature self course.
Yes. Signature self first. Yes. Yes. And in being my true authentic self, I recognized that I needed somewhere to have fun. I needed less networking and business stuff. And I needed a place where I could have fun with other women and where I could empower. I was hearing all these beautiful stories of women. I was interviewing people. I was doing all these fun things, but then I had nowhere to send them to hey, let's go do this fun thing together.
Do it. Yeah.
And I needed, at the time, this was pre-COVID, of
course.
I needed more places to do fun things with women and to feel like we were encouraging each other. A big one was I wanted some recognition for adulting. Yeah. I needed that. I was doing all these adulting things. I was raising teenagers at the time, I think, and all of these things. And I was like, I just need some recognition.
A pat on the back. You were doing a great job.
A patch, yeah, for cooking dinner tonight when I really wanted to go out to eat. Yeah. But signature self was before Gals, yes.
And I think I was in a place where I have little insecurities that always flare up, who am I? And what is special about me? And what, I have these feelings. And so the signature self was kind of, you could speak to it better, but kind of know yourself and be free in being yourself.
Yes. Yes. Something I'm super passionate about. And we'll be actually starting here in Gals again soon. Yeah. I really feel like once you know yourself more,
know what's weighing you down.
Yep. You kind of dump some
junk about you.
You discover more who you are. Then you can really start to move forward and design the life that you want, which is kind of where I'm at the moment, which is super exciting. So
I know. I think that designing the life, of course you design your life and then you move forward in it, but there's always kind of a redesigning, at least for me.
Always.
Yes. Oh, but I could do this, or I want to do it this way, or
yes. Yes.
There's probably personality.
Yeah. But I think it also allows you to just be you. I don't have time to try and be somebody else or to try and impress this other person or I don't have time for any of that. I have, like you said, in our last episode, this much time in my life, right? Yeah. And I want to spend it being me and enjoying who I am fully. Yeah. So, yeah.
So would you say not before you can be authentic, you have to go through a huge process, but you do have to know what's important to you, what are your, values, and then be true to your values and your beliefs and being true to that. And
I think there's even a piece of knowing what your non-negotiables are, your deal breakers, like what you're willing to put up with and not. We've talked many times here, even about getting rid of toxicity. Again, this much life,
hard things.
Take out those nasty things off the plate. Take them off. You don't want them. You don't need them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. And we'll get pressure. You'll get pressure from others, pressure from whatever, those around you might not have the same values. So you might feel pressure, or they might be making different decisions, and you have to stand. This is my decision. I'm honest with myself. I can communicate that. I'm honest with others.
Another good way of saying that is boundaries. Just having boundaries, and unfortunately, sometimes the people that you're not having a boundary served, they're not going to like it.
Nobody likes someone to say no to them.
Yeah. But you gotta do.
People don't like the word no, but sometimes you have to say no. I cannot. I will not. I do not. We
really do try to also nurture that kind of a culture within gals too. Like we never want anyone to feel like this is just another thing to add to their plate.
Right. You don't have to watch every episode of the PattyLynn show.
We want you to, because you're going to get great stuff out of it.
But we're going to have some great stuff for you if you want. Yeah. And then taking responsibilities for your own mistakes. So say, hey, I need to apologize for something. Or I made a mistake. And maybe I made a mistake because I was being selfish. I was two mistakes. I made a mistake because I didn't consider you, or I just made a mistake because I had poor judgment in this, or I just didn't know. I just didn't know, and I made a mistake, and I'm stand by that. And people, for the most part, you can't govern how people take it, but for the most part, people respect people who, oh, that was me. I did that and I apologize. I didn't realize whatever, or maybe you did realize, but
yeah, it's true. I don't think I've ever had a time where I've apologized to someone and they just, well, actually, that's not true. I have had it once where it was not. And even though I was being authentic, the person couldn't take it. But that was on them.
But you cannot,
that wasn't on me.
Can't.
I couldn't own that.
Control. What can you control? That you apologize. You can't control their response to it.
No. Yeah. Not on you. Not your job.
And not in your power. So, yeah. Another is to speak your opinions honestly and openly. And this is one thing where my shy personality, sometimes you have a shy personality, sometimes comes in, and it's hard for me to speak sometimes, especially if I'm a lover, not a fighter. So if I feel like it's a debate or an argument, I will shy away from it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to fight or argue. I want peace, and not peace at all costs, but I will sometimes not speak. And I think as I'm getting older, I'm growing into that. We were talking about the other day, finding our voice or whatever, right? So I think I'm growing into, speaking my opinions honestly and in a healthy way.
Yeah.
But it's a process still for me. I haven't yet arrived.
Well, and I think there comes a point too when we start to talk about the disc and our personalities. And I've told you already, I think you're a high I. I'm pretty sure me and PattyLynn are very similar in our personalities. There are certain personalities that just don't like confrontation too. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, we need peacemaker. I'm not so much a peacemaker, but I don't go towards confrontation. That's not my personality. Yeah. And so being able to even own that and be like, you know what, that's okay. I don't have to be somebody who's confrontational.
Right. So I've always said, I'm a lover, not a fighter. My mom said it, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But also, I have been a peacemaker in situations too.
Yeah.
But again, imperfect people learning and growing.
And let's just also flip that and say, if you are someone that likes confrontation, that's okay too, because we need those people as well. Those are probably your lawyers and your
probably the world changers that stand for their beliefs and convictions and can speak in a way that, like, I would just cry. Yeah. Like, I don't want to have conflict. This is what and I'll still speak it, but I might be emotional because there's emotions, right? Yeah. But people can speak through emotions and can stand for what is right in this world and do those things that need to be done. Yeah, we need them.
Yeah. Obviously. And I still get things done and I still can make like world changes, but I'm going to do it I'm just going to do it in a different way.
Yeah. Really.
That's perfectly okay. So I just have to say that.
Yes.
Be authentic to who you are.
And we need all people.
Yes, we do.
We need all sorts.
Yeah.
That's why we have them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I have got four ideas here on authenticity, and we've covered them, but just to briefly say them here. The first is kind of like know thyself, right?
Know thyself.
So self-aware, and then trusting these are my beliefs and my motives and my emotions on this.
Mm-hmm.
Then secondly, the unbiased, just aware, processing, clarity. You know your strengths and weaknesses, but you don't have any shame or denial in that. No blame. Just that's where you are. You know your strengths and weaknesses. And then third is your actions. So you act in a way that's congruent with your values, even at risk of criticism or rejection or peer pressure, that you act in a way that is authentic.
Yeah.
And then the fourth way is just having close relationships which require openness and honesty. Mm-hmm. So having that relational openness.
Yeah, I think also when you talk about that, and we were kind of talking about that trust a little bit, that trust in yourself, that trust that you're who you are is going to come through. It makes me think about an accountability partner when you say that, because that's something I've had through my marriage. I've had marriage accountability partners, and there are women that I trust, that I know they're always going to send me back to my relationship. Because I have a healthy relationship. So I have a very healthy relationship. And it's also someone who I know I can vent to, but they know that I love my husband.
Yes.
And I can tell them all, many things, and they're going to help me to have that solution-based type of conversation and go back and work on it. So that has been huge in my marriage. And I've actually had it through parenting too, please know that I love my teenagers, but right now they are very difficult. But know that my kids are great kids.
Yes. And love them too. And that kind of, is a special relationship, and really find those friendships and cultivate them. And because we all need that in our besties. And,
I don't need someone who's going to turn me against my teenagers because they're acting like buttheads right now, but they're still good kids, right?
They are. Yeah. And we all act like buttheads sometimes.
Definitely.
So, and then you can hire a professional too. Get a counselor or a therapist or someone that can help you in that as well. So I think that a lot of people have those gifts inherently that can help in those situations, but also you can seek out, if you don't have that friend right now, you can get some help.
Yes, can and should. Please do.
Yes. Yeah. One last thought. Who are you on social media? I should have started with this. This is a good opener.
Ooh, that is a good opener.
But sometimes, of course, it's putting our best foot forward. This is my best day. I look so cute today. I'm not going to post when I don't look cute, right? And in Gals, we really want to have this openness and authenticity. And we talk a lot about our strengths and weaknesses, even here on the show. That I'm not perfect. But I did put on makeup for the show, and I did my hair twice, so I'm just like, I did forget my earrings. Yeah. I did forget my earrings. I know they're sitting right over there.
Oh, they're so cute too. Let me grab them. Let's just show them because they're so cute.
Okay. It's, last thing in the show, PattyLynn puts on her earrings. So there we go.
Yeah, perfect.
Now take a screenshot.
Oh, so
Maybe they would have been distracting though, the whole show bobbing around.
They're so cute.
So,
they would have been distracting to me because they're so cute.
I won these free in a Stella and Dot contest.
Cute. Oh my gosh, those are darling. Yeah, those are so cute.
I think they're a little too distracting. So it's a good thing I forgot them.
Although.
So anyway.
Cute.
Here, show yours.
A selfie.
Here, show yours too.
I know.
I was looking at your Monstera.
Kind of summer ones. Yeah. Okay. Right now, as we're looking at our
oh my gosh,
we're gonna take a picture.
Okay. Speaking of social media.
Yes. There we
my
go.
Earrings didn't show.
Oh yeah. Put those earrings. Oh yeah. There you go.
Okay. So of course, putting our best foot forward in social media is what we do. but don't think that someone else's Instagram is real life, and I try to never be jealous of someone's vacation and, be happy for those moments that they're able to post. And then know that they also have hard times and messy kitchens and screaming babies or teens or husbands or yourself. I don't know. You might have those times.
Yeah.
But that we want to be authentic.
Yeah. And be
in that.
And be someone who cheers those on. Because, we never know. I love that saying, like, you don't know if the person sitting next to you right now is just trying to keep it together. Right. And so being able to love.
And in this life, there's always, I feel like we do have some really good times when maybe we've got a handle on everything, but usually there's something that's amiss.
Yeah.
So we all need encouragement. So let's encourage one another. And so, yes. And try to live as true to ourselves as we can, as we're learning and growing about ourselves. And so good talk.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. Love this time. It's a special time. And I hope you heard some practical skills for positive living. And just watch our Gals Facebook page because we'll have encouragement, upcoming events, and we look forward to seeing you there. Comment here. I know it's a little strange with going to YouTube and then coming back here and comment, but comment on our Facebook page so we can see your comments.
And check out PattyLynn's Facebook Lives.
Yes.
Yay.
I'll be popping on. So, okay. Love you. Bye.